This is supposed to be a dialogue. You know, Chair, representing the youth, we feel very disrespected.
You can't have foreigners wanting to participate in the issues that are affecting us as South Africans. They have their own countries. They need to go and participate in their own countries.
Hello and welcome to the channel. Let's get into it now. The organizers of the National Dialogue, they are there in the dialogue. Now, the people who are representing Operation Dudula, they are there. Guess who's not there? Those that want to talk about land expropriation, those that want to talk about farm unalivings, rather, those that want to talk about privileges of race laws, all of that, they are not in the conversation. Let's take a look at the contributions around illegal immigration in South Africa. Even though they tried to silence Dudula, the Minister of Health had a very negative approach to how to handle immigration. Let's take a look at what other members of society have to say about the matter as this continues. Please give this video a thumbs up as we take a look.
National Dialogue iqalile ke yaqhubeka ke yabona bonile abantu ba-attendile lapha Thabo Mbeki akakayi but nguye beyahlala siya kufuneka National Dialogue akakayi so ulandzela lo bhuti wakhe bakaMbeki baphela ngekugceka bona bayashayisana lapha bathini kumele sibalalele yabo so thina ma-ordinary citizens ngicabanga ukuthi asibaningi asikho lapha yabo nakhona siya njani lapha ngoba mina ngibone lapha kunabo bolhanyane ma-National Dialogue asibe na 2 at least ke lenye ungabi ne-politician ukuthi ungabi nama-politician vele kube nathi ma-citizens phela la ngasi politically affiliated wow uyabona sodwa nje sikhulumeni sodwa kungana president kungana bantu bepolitiki umuntu lo votela iANC EFF DA noma ngabe ngiphi political party abe angekho kube nathi nje bantu nje phaqa uyabo sikhulume.
I think the issue of immigration is an international and a global issue. Now you can respond to it in one of two ways. You can say, how do you integrate citizens who come from other countries, give them legal status, make sure they learn what needs to happen in the country? So a dialogue gives us an opportunity to say, what is that way? What is the South African way? But what Dudula is doing is, frankly, in my view, bordering on racism. Because it is going out identifying people illegally. How does it, what power does Dudula have to verify papers of immigrants? It doesn't. So it goes out, it prescribes who is an immigrant, who's not, and then at the end of the day uses that to scapegoat citizens who come from other countries for government failures. What we should be doing coming out of this is to say, in dealing with the question of immigration, how do we integrate? But more crucially, let us stop ourselves in places where you can have communities that become exclusively about nationalities. You don't want little Lagos, or you don't want little Malawi, or whatever. You want integration. That's my view on immigration. Because then you can share knowledge and you can be part of this beautiful African continent. The same Dudula would never do that to American citizens, to Russian citizens, to any Asian citizens. They do it to fellow Africans. Why? Immigration is immigration, whether black, white, Indian, or colored. We must deal with immigration. But let's not be selective about picking where you want to pick and choose. Because at the end of the day, if they finish with the immigrants, they are going to come after Tswanas, Zulus, Xhosas, and then we will all as a society be fragmented into federalism of our own tribes.
Zimbabweans are working for us in this country. Very good Zimbabweans. They are working in our kitchen, they are everything and so on. Highly educated people. If there's anything that President Mugabe did is to educate his people. The people who are working in your kitchens are doctors, they are more educated than you from Zimbabwe.
Quite disappointing, isn't it? You know, you admired Robert Mugabe so much that you copied and pasted his ways of running a country. As the ANC, creating millions of graduates who remain unemployed, who are going to become those domestic workers, gardeners. We are dependent on luck in this country to find a job. Using myself as an example, as soon as I completed my studies, I had to look for the quickest job, that I could find. And I was lucky enough to find a job as a cleaner at a restaurant, right? By luck, because there's other people, millions of other people who did not have that luck. And also, while doing that, I was lucky enough, for my CV to be drawn amongst the thousands of people who applied for internships. You are telling us about other people from other countries overqualified and all that. You forgot that in South Africa there is millions of unemployed graduates, millions of people who are, you have doctors who are unemployed in this country, unheard of. You have teachers, despite the fact that you have congested classes. But now you're focusing on wrong things, telling us about whoever is qualified and whatever. You're forgetting that the biggest problems in this country, it's you guys.
And that is here, all the elders and the youth. My name is Leshabela Sandra, and I am the National RCL President, representing each and every learner in the Republic of South Africa. Chair, representing the youth, we feel very disrespected. This is supposed to be a dialogue. Now let me emphasize to you what a dialogue is. We speak our
if I could
concerns.
please ask for you to pause. Can I please ask that we give her the opportunity to speak? Thank you.
We be given an opportunity to speak and raise our concerns, and then the particular person in which we are addressing these concerns to listens. Now, this is one thing that the ministers and the head of state of this country needs to understand. They are living off a salary that they are paid by the people of the Republic of South Africa. So the least that they could do is to sit in and listen to the concerns of the people of the Republic of South Africa. Chair, and another thing that we need to understand, that whatever that we're harvesting for right now, whatever that we're laboring for right now, it is for the youth. So if the president thinks that we as the youth, we're going to get into the same environment and pay the very same tax that is killing our parents, then he must be completely delusional. It is not a secret. It is not a secret. It is a fact that can never be changed in history, that the government is ineffective and corrupt. How are we as the youth supposed to trust these people with this very same dialogue? Right now we've raised so many issues, but the only thing that was aligned there at top was unity. How is unity going to solve the issue of unemployment? How is unity going to solve the issue of inequality? The only thing we need right now is effective leadership in the government. When the youth of the June 16 fought, they did not fight for this.
The time has passed. Thank you, Speaker.
When I was in Home Affairs, Operation Dudula used to march there many times. They never went to health. When I'm in health, they are now coming to health. As if all these issues of immigration has to be solved by me.
Well, there you have it. Sentiments coming in there as they were trying to wrap up day 2. There's a lot happening at this national convention as they prepare for the national dialogue going forward, trying to get the main topics that should be part of their discussions in the dialogues. Now, unfortunately, they didn't have immigration issues as part of items that needed to be addressed, whereas South Africans are raising this on the ground. Or was it because the topic was drawn way before? But Dudula was there to make sure that it is part of the agenda, which is great. There are other issues that are burning, obviously, that come together with illegal immigration, such as the high unemployment rates, issues such as gender-based violence, crime in general in South Africa is a problem. Those are the issues that cause this country, to be not so attractive even to investors. What are your thoughts on how this national dialogue is going at this point? Asas. ASA's drama galore at the National Dialogue National Convention, as people have pointed out even on social media, that the government is reluctant to point out illegal immigration because they have interest in some of the countries that are in Africa. I think what is clear is that South Africans are not against foreign nationals. They do not hate them in that way, but they hate what they are bringing with illegal immigration. They are bringing poverty to South Africans. They are bringing a new, colonization. They are bringing a new oppression to South African citizens. And in retaliation to that, they are asking them to leave. Not because they are black, but because of what they bring displaces South Africans in the job market, in the health systems, and soon probably even in land. Who knows? Because already there are cities that are dominated by a certain group, and they have hijacked buildings just to cater to their own people, by the way. Now, when we look at this whole immigration issue, kuningi. Let me know what your sentiments are down below. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next video.